Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 20. Four-yard line.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Got it.
Check. 59. Set the tone, defense.
See ya.
Mike partner.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw on second down. Kelly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Kelly now to throw on third down. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. To throw is Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Check.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Atlanta.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 37. Check 37. Kill. Check.
Now Ito Smith. 12 more yards there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Watch the whip.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Cardinals nothing. Matt Bryant set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the ready.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Not today, you are. Not today.
On second down, it's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
53 check.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Kelly. And he's got Fitzgerald. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. The 11-time Pro Bowler Larry Fitzgerald still has it. His production did take a dip last year on the heels of 3 straight 1,000-yard campaigns. He's in the back half of his 30s now. What a career it's been. Coming into this year, over 1,300 receptions, 116 of those for touchdowns, and second only to Jerry Rice in career receiving yards. Pretty spectacular. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Smith. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. From the shotgun, Ryan. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Haywood!
Stop your whining.
Here's Kelly to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Ready. 8, read.
I got you.
Hey, orbit.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Let's go. Mike 27. Mike 27.
Now.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And that will be incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Let's go.
At their own 36-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm here all day.
Go.
Play action, it's Kelly. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Andy Isabella was the intended target. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
51.
Check the backer. Check the backer.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Smith. Corey Peters there to bring him down.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, Rick Williams.
Time to go night-night.
White.
Here's Ryan to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33.
First down, Atlanta.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get up, get up. Shoot. Tighten up, 32. Flat.
They'll toss it to Smith. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 25.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ready, 25. 54, south.
Check three.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. This is caught. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and goal, Atlanta.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Rush in, check.
Rush in. Jam. Check 43. Check.
Try to punch it in with Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
218, chopper.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Ready.
To throw again. Kellen. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Mike, 58, right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Hundley. Left side here, caught by Clay. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Hundley. Throw left side, caught by Butler. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Gonzalez able to tack on to PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. this one. Tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
51. 56, Mike, 56.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Hey, Charlie.
44 to Mike, 44 to Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
At their own 10-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready, 25!
Here we go. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
51, sub! Hey, express! Go!
Check.
Now on 2nd and 16. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 81 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing again on second down. Hundley, man open right side. It's the tight end play. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll bring them back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Ryan. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 83 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throw left side, going to be caught by Butler. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try and run for him. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. 2nd and long. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Mike, check, 59.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
You ready? Check. In your face. Watch safety creep. Wait. Safety's creeping.
Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
And the Falcon first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Ryan on first down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watch the ship. 54, stop. Watch the ship. Check 55.
Again, it's Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now Kelly. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Kelly off the bootleg. Dancing to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Kelly from the gun on third down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Kelly throwing on 4th down. Under pressure now, and they get to Kelly. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
A first down carry for Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
39. Shift. Get up.
Ryan. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Here we go now with Smith. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a first down throw. Kelly. Caught on the left side. Fitzgerald. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Kelly. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Adrian Claiborne able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Running on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.